Hi, it's Evelyn here, and I'm coming to you from my car in a shopping car park in Leicester. It's lunchtime and I've got a few minutes, and as I said last week, I need to make time to film these videos, and I wasn't able to film on the runs last week, and if I don't film now I won't get around to doing this recap of last week's training sessions, so I do apologise from where I'm coming from. And it's going to be a quick one too, because I'm going to try not to have to edit. And the only thing I normally edit out is my stuttering and my ums and ahs. So I'll apologise in advance if you're going to get a lot of those in this. But that's just how I am, I'm afraid. Anyway, so last week was week 19 of the training plan, and with 3 weeks to go. As you know, I'm doing my run streak, so I was running every day anyway. And then my 4 days from the training plan are normally Wednesdays, but I moved the first training day to Tuesday because I normally have boot camp now on Wednesdays since I've been up here. And so I did a 32-minute run up to Victoria Park and back again. And that was it was a very chilly morning. So I did it in the morning, I believe. It started off really chilly. It was about 9 degrees. I could see my breath. But once I got going, it was perfect running temperature. So that was good. So that was about 32 minutes. It's supposed to be a comfortable run. And since the recalculation of my goal, because I've been running slower, it's even too slow for me to run that slow. I think my average pace was supposed to be about 7 minutes 50 because it's a slow, comfortable one for the first session. And I did it in 32 minutes. That's a pace of 6:30 or so. I'll put a clip at the end of what last week's was, just so you know, or maybe I'll edit it. No, I can't edit, so I'll try and put a picture at the end. That will have to be done. And then the next run was 7k, and that was on Thursday. I think I did that in the evening, and it was a nice run. It was cool, but not as chilly as it would have been first thing in that morning. And I can't remember the timings. I think it was around 50 minutes, so 45 minutes or so for 7k. Is not too bad, not fast but not really slow either, so I was happy with that. And then my third training run is 5k. Again, it's supposed to be a comfortable pace, but it's park run day, so, and also last few park runs have been fairly slow, late 27 minutes, and also last week's park run, or the previous week's park run, I ran with an under 11, and so he's supposed to be faster than me on paper, but he was taking his time round there, so slowed me down because I could feel that I could have done more, so he slowed me down really. But you have to keep with your 11-year-old to keep them within arm's distance, so I couldn't speed off ahead, so I kept with him most of the way round, and then when we got to the finish he sped off as usual. So I've raced with him, or ran with him, sorry, a few times, and it's really nice because they normally give the people that they run with little chocolate Christmas presents, so that's really nice. So I got my one run in, so hopefully I'll get one this year. But anyway, so that was that. So that was the previous week. So this Saturday I wanted to see where my fitness has got back to, if anything. So I was trying to run it out, and maybe I shouldn't have done because I had my long run the next day, but oh well. So I pushed myself a little bit, not too much, but tried to see if I could PB. And my PB is 26:23, so I was never going to do that, but as long as you have that goal, you're going to run faster, I believe. So it ended up being 27 minutes and 16 seconds, which is really good for me for the last few months. My PB I got in January, and that was paced. So I've not got close to it ever since. This year, the closest I've been is 27 minutes and 3 seconds. So 16 seconds is not too bad. 27 to 16 is not too bad. So I was happy with that performance. And then Sunday's long run was due to be 30k, and I did check what it was previously before the recalculation, and it was supposed to be 32k at, I think, a pace of 6:06 7, and then this new planned pace was 30k at a pace of 6:54. So I was hoping to do much better than that. And people keep walking past, so I keep looking around. But yeah, so Andy, who ran with me last week as well, or was it last week or the week before? But he ran with me on a 10k run on one of the Sundays before. He was going to do 5 miles that day, so he came along for the first 6k of the run. And he basically paced me. He was a bit slow for him, I'm sure, but it was faster than my pace was supposed to be. If you look at my split, you can see when I ran with him and when I ran on my own, because the first 6k were a pace of around between 6:06 and 6:08, and I think the first one was 5:57, and then as soon as he left me, the next set, so the 7th kilometer, was 6:27. So you can see I wasn't with him then. I felt fine, actually. I probably could have run a bit further at that pace, but again, it probably did take a lot out of me for the rest of the training session, so maybe I shouldn't have run that fast initially. And also, again, I did parkrun the day before, and also I had raced Bedford Half the week before, the Sunday before, so I think I still had those muscle aches, or work on my legs, so I wasn't as fresh as I could have been. And I say that to explain that by the time I got to the end of the run, I was slowly slowing down all the way through, and normally if I wasn't passing my home on my car, I probably could have finished off the full 30k. But as I misjudged the loop that I planned out, I was nearing my car at around 27 kilometers and about 10.10. So I just ran to 28 kilometers and then went to my car. But I could really feel it was tough. I could feel my thighs, so my quads, really, really not painful, but I could feel, it felt like DOMS basically. And normally I don't get DOMS during the session, it's afterwards. But it felt really, really, really achy muscles, and I could feel myself not lifting up my feet as much. I remember when I was a slower runner, I used to shuffle along the floor, so I would kick lumps and save myself from tripping over the pavements and stuff. And since I become a lighter and faster runner, I do feel like I pick up my feet more now. And at the end, definitely the last 4k, I could feel myself going down to a shuffle and having to physically remind myself to have a longer stride to keep going, or lifting up my feet every so often. So I could really feel the tiredness in there. But it worked out to be 28k, which is about 17.4 miles. So 3 miles off 20. But even 30k is actually 19 miles, not 20. So I wasn't actually supposed to be doing 20 mile anyway. But I did it, and I can finish a marathon, I know that. I definitely don't think I will be PBing in my marathon, but I definitely will be quicker than 4:48. I'm sure of it, and I'm hoping, touch wood. So that's the plan. So now it's tapering for real. So this week, I did a mile yesterday before I came up, and I could really feel the toughness in my legs, but it really helped work out those muscles. So today it felt much better, and today, rather than doing the 5k that I would have normally pushed to today, I'm going to leave it till tomorrow, and I've just done another mile. So the plan is now to do the distances on the days. I'm probably not going to keep to pace, just to see how I feel. My legs I don't want to push anything. The one good thing though about being comfortable is that I'm not really out of it. Because I remember when I did my 20 mile last time for before Manchester, it was a race and I pushed myself so much so that 2 weeks, it's lucky I had 3 weeks proper taper at that time, because the whole of 2 weeks after I was shattered, totally shattered. I couldn't run, I lost all my pace, and there is a reason why you need the tapering time, because you need the time to mend yourself. So I don't feel like that this time round, and definitely haven't been pushing myself as much as I could have done. No, actually, I don't think I'm holding back. I just think that because of the heat, I haven't been able to physically push myself. So races, it seems to be okay. It's just training runs, I've just stuck within the goal times or the targeted paces. So. All right, I think I've gone on a bit longer than I expected to, and I can't edit it, and it's going to 11 minutes. So I'm going to sign off now. Thank you so much for watching this update. And again, I do apologise, it's an unedited version. So hopefully that's not too many ums and ahs. And I know I haven't been looking at the camera, but it's because I've got people like looking at me funny. So I do apologise about that. Thank you so much for watching, and please do come back for next week's update. See you. Bye.